Good day, welcome to my channel. Today's lesson that I've learned is the truth about lies. Take for instance, when someone denies the truth, and this is very prevalent in divorce cases, for instance, where in spite of hard facts, in spite of evidence, in spite of witnesses, the truth, you are so sure of the truth because you've lived that. And that so often gets denied, especially in divorce cases where I don't like to label people and so on. So the general public would say a narcissist would never acknowledge the scapegoating or the gaslighting and so on. And they won't. Because if we think about it, why do they lie? And why would they stop? So the reason we lie, if you grind it down to the bone, the lies are to protect them from whatever consequences. Let's say if someone would find out of whatever they have done or said, or whatever action it was, they wouldn't be as acceptable to the general community. They might be ostracized, they might have legal consequences, and so forth, right? And also, people lie for future benefit, for instance. In business specifically, they lie a lot. Obviously, to attract more business, to attract more wealth, whatever else. So these are the reasons why we lie. And if you think about it, unless circumstances drastically changed recently, that person won't, how can I say, acknowledge the truth. They won't come out with the truth. They won't stop denying. And they won't take responsibility because nothing pushed them towards doing so, right? And this is my point, is that we feel that the truth must be revealed. I live very much in truth, and sometimes to my detriment, because I'm brutally honest, and I'm working on that, being a little softer, and but truth is a really big thing for me, my truth. And the reality is, within my truth, I do keep thousands of secrets of other people because those are not my truths to tell. Very true. And I think, that's another discussion on loyalty and morality. But getting back to, why would someone cease to lie or deny? And they won't, unless they are absolutely forced or motivated to do so to their own development. For instance, even convicted felons will still deny, with hard evidence, with proof, with witnesses, hard facts. They would still deny and say not guilty. And my struggle was to find out, what is this need within me to have that acknowledgement, to have someone acknowledge, no, this was the truth. This is why she left. This is why she did this. This is why she did that. And again, it is external validation. I think you need to work with me here. I'm trying to figure it out as much as you are. So from my point of view, it is the ego, the external validation. And it's that it's almost gratification to say, yes, that was true. Yes, you were right. Yes, you did it for the right reasons. And it's a very human thing to do. We all want that. We do. We want that justification. We want that justice. But then my question is it really necessary? Do we need the justice? Will it change anything in my life? Will I feel differently tomorrow if I got justice? If I got that acknowledgement, the justification? And in all honesty, I don't think so. I don't think it will change my life at all. It may change others' life, but not mine specifically. And there comes another question that I wrote down was, when will it become my responsibility to have the truth out so that the injustice is not repeated on someone else? And this is still something I'm working out, so we're working on that. But it's taken me a lifetime to understand that liars will continue to lie. They will not acknowledge, and they will not come forth with the truth unless there is a significant change within themselves, some motivation. But in our general lives, there's no motivation to either stop the lies, stop the denials. There's no motivation for that, which means that it is simply time to let go, to say, I have my truth. I know what the truth is, and that is good enough for me. I understand, and I've learned my lessons. I've become a better person with learning the lessons. And it should end there and say, thank you, lesson learned, let's move on to the next thing. Instead of pushing back and trying to convince the world and whoever parties involved of what the truth was. We don't need to convince anyone of anything. All you need to know is your truth. Live within your truth. And I cannot promise you that your life will be easier, more comfortable. But you'll probably understand the world better. And from here on forward, navigate these things better. Understand that people do lie. Understand that the truth isn't the popular choice. And that it will be difficult for you to live in truth. But I can guarantee you it will be worth it. So that was an interesting discussion and an interesting lesson. So if you have any feedback, especially with our need to get the truth out, if you have knowledge of an injustice taking place, should it be reported? Should you be a whistleblower and become the next whistleblower and the next hero and savior of the world because you've saved a few people? Or should you quietly move on, live your life, but carry the lesson with you? It would be nice to have some feedback though. So yeah, I'll be pondering that next time. But for now, yes, the truth about lies and liars, the lies will continue. They won't stop lying, whether there's actual proof, whether there's actual witnesses. That is absolutely irrelevant. And my advice is acknowledge that, know that that is how it's going to be, that is how the world works right now, and move on to the next lesson. Learn the lessons and get over it. So very exciting, happy lesson for me. It sounds so cheesy when, you know, I don't like life lessons and life coaching and all these things to become cheesy, because it's so often cheapened with slogans and with cheap hype. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's better. Good. So, yes, cheap life lessons. It's too cheesy, but this is something I really am excited about having learned, because it's bothered me for all my life. Because I do believe in truth. I believe in honesty. I believe in being real and not putting on false facades and false personas. So, yes, a very happy lesson for me to learn. And I hope I made a difference to someone today. So, have a fantastic day, and I will see you again soon. Take care.